All right, this is going to be what I believe is the third review in owning the brand new body style, the 5th gen Ram 1500. This one I'm going to focus a little bit more on towing since I just got done putting over 2,000 miles on. So I went out and I bought this half ton, and when I bought it I no longer needed a diesel, so I traded my diesel in on it. And wouldn't you know, I had a use for a trailer again. So I went out and bought the lightest trailer I could that fit my needs. It was a 24-foot enclosed, 8.5 foot wide car trailer, 100% aluminum, weighed 2,600 pounds. I was like, well, perfect. The half ton should pull that great. I have 392 gears. I got stock tires back on the truck. So I pick up the trailer, and you know, the trailer does have a little bit of a V-nose on it, and then it has a ramp on the top to help the air go around the trailer. Well, pulling it empty with the stock tune settings on the tow haul, the truck got 4 to 6 miles per gallon doing 70 miles an hour, and it was horrible. A lot of people are going to chime in and go, well, yeah, you know, that's because of the fact that the trailer's so big and isn't aerodynamic, which, you know, I know. So, load the trailer up with all my tools to move to Texas. So I needed to go from Wisconsin to Lexington, Kentucky to Amarillo, Texas, which ended up being just shy of 2,000 miles. So I loaded it up, 7,500 pounds in tools. I crossed the scale. The trailer with the tools was 9,000 pounds. So I started modifying the tune for towing because the factory settings for towing are horrible. I mean, they were great if you have a boat or something like that, or even a flatbed car trailer. So after all the tuning, I was able to do 70 miles an hour with the cruise on, up and down hills, some pretty steep grades. I went anywhere from 900 feet above sea level all the way to, I think, don't quote me on this, 6,000 or 7,000 feet above sea level. I'll have to go back and double check that. Here in Amarillo is 4,000, and I know I have been higher than some points in Amarillo when I was going through Kentucky and Tennessee and some areas over there. So after I did some tuning, I was actually able to average 8 miles per gallon pulling 9,000 pounds in a giant enclosed trailer. So I was pretty happy for that. I will say that I'm probably going to end up getting rid of my truck for a diesel because the turbo diesel does make life significantly nicer when towing. You know, my Cummins pulling the same trailer, I would have got 12 miles per gallon, and that's with a deleted Cummins, but that's also doing 75 to 80 without even thinking. The truck barely even downshifting. So in reality, it was still cheaper to put 87 in, get 8 miles per gallon than it would be to drive a Cummins, if you do not factor in the wear and the tear of pulling on the transmission and the rest of the truck. And I can go a lot faster, which means I can get places faster. So with that being said, stock, the truck would pull great with 392 gears or even the e-torque, as long as what you're pulling is not significantly taller than the truck itself. A car trailer with something on it is going to be great. A boat, great. A small camper, great. But as soon as you put that wall up behind the truck, these trucks just cannot handle it. These engines do not make enough torque to maintain a low enough RPM to have it be worth owning one of these trucks if you tow a lot. If you don't tow a lot, great. Right now with current tuning, I am sitting at 18 to 19 miles per gallon on the highway. My average right now is 16, and that's almost all city. My average is 16. This tank is 16.1 at 400 miles, and I still got, you know, almost a quarter tank left. So, you know, I'll break 500 miles on this tank, and so for a half ton, I'm extremely happy with the truck. It drives great, it rides great, it gets decent fuel mileage. It doesn't tow heavy stuff. And a lot of people are going to comment going, well, you should have bought a diesel. Yeah, I should have bought a diesel. This review is just to help people out when they're looking at buying these trucks. As I'm at 22,000 miles now, most people are nowhere near this on their trucks yet. I put 22,000 miles on since November 20th. So what, 3 months now I've put on over 20,000 some, and it's going to keep going up, probably 5,000 a month until I get rid of it. trying to think anything else that's happened. Was at a baseball game yesterday, so a baseball destroyed my front windshield, so there's that. I haven't figured out what that's going to cost me yet. I have the symptoms of what's going to be a common issue on these trucks. It hasn't really been announced yet, but there are starting to get a lot of 5th gens in that have what sounds like bad cylinder casting. So watch around 20,000 miles if you start getting a rough idle. They're finding some of these Hemis, these 5.7 Hemi trucks are falling out plugs on 1 or 2 cylinders, and they're causing a lot of issues. So watch for that. Your truck starts running rough, take it into the dealership. So I haven't taken mine in for it yet because I am still possibly considering swapping in a 6.4. So if you or anyone else is interested in a 6.4, please feel free to message me. We do pick up and deliver vehicles, and we can do a 6.4 swap cheaper than you can even purchase a Whipple for. So I think that's going to be the end of this video. I'm not sure if I'm going to have any more videos before I get rid of the truck or not. Overall, besides some of the little issues with it, I'm overly happy. I think that I would have been a lot less happier had I bought a Chevy or a Ford. So we're just going to end the video right there.